Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll be highlighting the top 5 most hazardous African countries in 24. This information aims to make your travels to African countries easier and safer this year. Number 5 on the list is Sudan, and it is currently deemed one of the most perilous countries in Africa. The U.S. Department of State has issued a level 4 travel advisory, urging individuals to refrain from visiting due to escalating armed conflicts and heightened violence. For the entire country, including the capital Khartoum, is considered unsafe, with specific high-risk areas identified, such as border regions near Chad and South Sudan, Central Darfur, Blue Nile, and South Kordofan. The recent evacuation of U.S. Embassy staff underscores the severity of the situation, and the 2022 Global Peace Index ranks Sudan at 154 out of 160 countries, with its position expected to decline further due to the ongoing conflict. Ranked at number 4 on the list, the Central African Republic currently holds the position of the 4th most perilous country in Africa, characterized by elevated rates of violent crime and limited U.S. Embassy assistance for American citizens. Despite not posing a specific threat of targeted violence or terrorism towards Americans, the CAR faces challenges such as civil unrest, kidnapping, and prevalent violent crime. The Central African Republic holds the 155th position out of 163 countries on the Global Peace Index, with a composite score of 3.2, indicating a high level of danger. It is advised against visiting the entire country, including the capital Bangui, due to risks associated with civil unrest, airports, land borders, and areas controlled by armed groups, with limited support available through the U.S. Embassy in Bangui. A level 4 travel advisory strongly discourages American citizens from traveling to the Central African Republic. Ranked 3rd on the list, Somalia presents a perilous environment, particularly in its capital, Mogadishu, as depicted in an aerial view at dusk. Situated in the Horn of Africa, Somalia is notorious for its high crime and violence rates, rendering it one of the riskiest African countries for both residents and visitors. The U.S. Department of State has issued a level 4 travel advisory for Somalia, citing concerns such as crime, terrorism, piracy, civil unrest, and health risks. Currently, Somalia faces significant challenges with violent crime and terrorist activities, resulting in a surge of homicides, bombings, kidnappings, mortar attacks, and more. High-risk areas encompass the entire country, including Puntland and Somaliland, as well as key structures like airports, seaports, and government offices. International waters off the coast are also prone to piracy. With a Global Peace Index ranking of 156 out of 163 countries and a composite GPI score of 3.3, Somalia experiences only a moderate improvement compared to South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of the, rendering it a highly unsafe destination. Ranked at number 2, the Democratic Republic of the Congo holds the position of the 2nd most perilous country in Africa, marked by elevated crime rates and substantial risks for both residents and visitors. Situated in Central Africa, it grapples with challenges similar to those faced by South Sudan and other high-risk nations on the continent. Traveling to the DRC is strongly discouraged due to high levels of violence, terrorism, human rights abuses, kidnapping, and internal armed conflict, earning it a level 3 travel advisory from the U.S. Department of State, urging travelers to reconsider their plans. Particularly dangerous areas include Ituri, North Kivu, Eastern Region, and Kasai provinces. With a Global Peace Index ranking of 158 out of 163 and a composite score of 3.70, the Dark Sea is only marginally safer than South Sudan, making it an extremely unsafe destination. South Sudan holds the unfortunate title of being the most perilous country in Africa. It currently carries a level 4 do not travel advisory due to high crime rates, political instability, terrorism, internal conflicts, and violent crime, making it highly unsafe for both locals and travelers. South Sudan was once part of Sudan until 2011, when a civil war prompted a separation. Presently, ongoing conflict persists in this economically challenged nation, leading to the displacement of millions. Notably, hazardous regions in South Sudan encompass the entire country, including the capital Juba, border areas, and public gatherings. It holds a low rank of 159 out of 163 on the Global Peace Index, with a composite score of 3.18, illustrating its precarious state compared to other nations, such as Russia, with a score of 3.27. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.